the second-ranked team, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Street. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Tar Heels will kick this away to start us off. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here comes a handoff. Fights off a defender. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Hand off to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Gets rid of it on the move. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on third down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. QB decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Looking to pass here on second down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught quickly. The reception nets about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. The tactic works here. Now got a fourth down.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? No shot to bring him down. They bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid game.
Boy, good, tough running there by the Michigan State running back. And Michigan State over the years has had great offensive line play, ability to open up holes, and good, tough runners like we're seeing today.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. Second and 1.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense. But they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. And the Spartans are going to keep this drive moving.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. We'll give it to the running back. Fights through a tackle. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking to throw it on first down. The pass is incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll change the pre-snap look now. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. The pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
He's moving out of the pocket. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. The Spartans will line up here on first down and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Mental mistake by the defense. That'll cost him 5 yards. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Breaking tackles. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Tar Heels. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so it'll start at the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's moving out of the pocket. And the protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Receiver makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Now it's second down here.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. First down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he's got it. Right down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
And the Tar Heels looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. Here's the point after attempt. PAT puts him in front by 7.
The kick is good.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
That makes the score for North Carolina 14, Michigan State 7.
And it's field. The returner trying to create good field position here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And Michigan State's Spartans will take over first and 10.
And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Now coming off a 3 and out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Makes a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 40. He stopped him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
It's a quick grab. Runs right over the defender. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. He's inside the 15. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
But it's a nice job of picking up the first down by this Michigan State running back. Chris, you think back over the years, think of how many good backs we've seen wear these colors for Michigan State. Going back to Lorenzo White, guys like T.J. Duckett, Le'Veon Bell, Javon Ringer. Always a good back in East Lansing.
And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And the Spartans hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan State. And now we are all even for basically a brand new game here.
Yeah, it's exactly right. With a tie game, you treat this as a fresh slate. Forget about the mistakes you've made, the big plays that you've made before. Doesn't matter anymore. Now you just go out and play and go try to win this game.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launches downfield. And it's complete downfield. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Getting set. Here's second down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Toss play to the outside. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Snags the quick throw. He's got room looking for the end zone. Touchdown, UNC. This offense cannot be stopped. Extra point try coming now. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. On the returner, lost the ball. The kick team grabs the ball.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it, and you can't hold on to the football.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Bringing pressure. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, that one's picked off. Physical run breaks through a tackle. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
They'll run the option. They'll toss it to the back. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the point after is right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Carolina offense back out onto the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack. The defense takes their third and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
First down loss sets up second and long from the 11. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. They'll run it here. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's got a first down and more. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. One more play before they head to the locker room. They'll try the option play here. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Spartans will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there. And the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And the Tar Heels pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Breaks loose at the 40. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking to scramble now. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself. And the Tar Heels looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking for his back. Touchdown, Tar Heels. That puts them on top in the second half. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the kickoff will be returned. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
And hitting the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver makes the grab. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Caught, completion. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. He made a nice play in the backfield.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to scramble. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
It's a small gain by the fullback, but nice to see him and his hand make a play.
And the Tar Heels will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Tries to get it to the running back. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Running back grabs it on the screen. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid game there.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. And they'll try the quarterback sneak.
Well, I just thought that would be a foregone conclusion. 3rd down in inches, no problem. Quarterback sneak, 1st down. But no, the defensive line holds their point of attack and pushes him. It looked like no gain to me. It'll be 4th down in inches.
The returner is brought down. Gets us started with the next drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds an open target on the left side. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Ball handed off. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice game like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice game.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Same tailback, another carry. Gets into space at the 50. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
And that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
Give it to the big fullback here. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get 1st downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up 1st downs.
And the Tar Heels come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Sixth play of the drive coming up. And the runner takes off to his right. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing him down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, the ball is not free. Who's got it? Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, what a wasted possession. In the second half of a tied game, you got the ball in the red zone, you're going in to score and take the lead, and you put the ball on the ground. And just like that, you flip the momentum to your opponent.
And they heave it deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Sparty. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PHC is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Powers through. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looking to pass this time. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Tries the right with a quick throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. Caught in the backfield. It's Hansen. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's got it for a big gain. And he's down after the catch at the 12. A red zone opportunity.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Look out, he's got some space. Across the 40. Inside the 20. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Michigan State. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? Now the 40. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a hit. Sets up the offense in great position.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you've got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's